regards to breakout players for this season, JP, and when I say breakout, what comes to mind for me is maybe a guy that's a good player that is possibly going to become a national player, a great player, or maybe a guy that's really obscure that maybe just played special teams, but Notre Dame needs him to step up and fill a void. And so he's going to become a starter or impact player, most likely. Maybe some guys that you're excited to see maybe play a bigger role this year.
Well, on defense, I don't know how much they're going to need a breakout player. I think they're pretty well set, but if there's going to be one, I look at freshman linebacker Bo Bauer. Coach Kelly has said a lot of good things about him already. He was an early enrollee. He's a kid out of Cathedral Prep in Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania. Tough kid, looks ready to play right now. And you might see him get some snaps. At the very least, he might get in on special teams. But defensively, he'd be my breakout guy. Offensively, you look at two guys, tight end Alize Mack and wide receiver Miles Boykin. Though they are both bigger, talented targets, not really kind of what you saw Wimbush throwing to last year. With two guys with that size, that skill set in the red zone, you may see Notre Dame throw the ball a lot more inside the 20 into the end zone than you did last year. You may not see Wimbush racking up as many rushing touchdowns. So I'd look for Mack and Boykin to be kind of the breakout stars. Boykin just has everything you want out of a prototypical number one receiver. He's got the size, he's got the hands, he can go up and get it from you. And Mack, they've been expecting big things from him for a long time, and it looks like maybe now he's finally healthy. He's got his wits about him. He could have a big season as well. So Mack and Boykin on offense and Bo Bauer on defense, breakout players.
Mack coming off of 2017 with 19 catches and a touchdown, and for Boykin, 12 receptions, 2 touchdowns, and 21 yards per catch. Matthew Bo Bauer, the 26th rated inside linebacker, according to 247 Sports. We've got JP Scott on the line from Slap the Sign. You got to join him right there for the best in Notre Dame football coverage. JP, what's going to make you feel better about Notre Dame football going into 2018? Anything that you hear out of spring practice, maybe something you see in the spring game? What do you need to see get shored up?
Well, we're hearing things about mixing up different combinations of linemen in the spring, trying to figure out how to replace those two top 10 NFL draft picks that they lost off that line. If by the spring game they can figure out a lineup and be good with that starting 5 heading into the fall, I'll feel really good about this team. They lost 5 guys that are going to play in the NFL next year off the offense. If you can go into this season with a solid 5 starters on offensive line, with Wimbush as your clear-cut starter at quarterback, we talked about Dexter Williams. I think this offense can do close to what it did last year. I really do. Maybe even more. Like I said, they can be more explosive from a passing standpoint in the red zone. Defensively, I think they're going to be sound. I really do. I'm really excited about what they can do on defense. The question marks are centered around the offense and the offensive line. Again, just look for that in the spring game. If they look tight, I think things could go pretty well for the Irish this year.
We enjoy the Notre Dame football discussion with JP Scott from Slap the Sign. Got to join him there and join me right here for college football coverage coast to coast. JP, first time on Mark Rogers TV. You're definitely welcome back. We appreciate the time.
I'll be back, Mark. Thanks for having me.